everybody doing? Thank you guys for being here. My name is Jacquet. I am in the real estate, insurance, and finance industry, and I do welcome you all and thank you guys for being here. Guys, I do want to tell you a little bit of information about the channel. There is perks membership for the JW Jacquet that is available for those of you guys that do wants to that's my baby. You guys are probably hearing. For those of you that do wants to support the channel and wants to support the work that I do, I definitely appreciate you guys. You guys could sign up for the perk membership that you guys feel that's appropriate for your level of support. Thank you guys. This picture that you guys seeing behind me, there's two of them. So those pictures, my son made that for me. That's why you guys are seeing it there. All right. As you guys always know, I love talking about my family. I love my family. So my son make that picture for me. Make those pictures for me. So I put them up there, just to look good. As you see, as a great artist that I have. Why don't I take you guys to that portion so you guys to get to see it. And once again, I am Jacquet. I am in the real estate, insurance, and finance industry. Do not skip this video. Watch this video till the end. There's a lot of great information in this video that I'm gonna bring forward for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to share this out with your friends, your family members on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever that you may share it. Send it to text message, however means that necessary that you'll be able to help me share this out. Okay, definitely appreciate you guys. Stay tuned, and here it comes now. So guys, listen, once you come to this page, you'll see the join button, and you guys know how to get onto YouTube. You go into the search bar, which is right up here, and then you go onto YouTube. Once you are YouTube, then that's when you do the search. You do the search. You can put in my name, JW Jacquet, right up here, like so. You see there's two. That's because I have two channels. And then you come right up here. You clicked onto my name, which is right over here. Then you clicked onto the join button. All right, once you click onto the join, perfect. I just had to stop that. So once you click onto the join button, that's when you come onto this page right here. This is the page where you get to choose the level of how you want to support this channel, and how you feel you want to actually support and help this channel to move forward, to move on, so that other people can continuously to get the information, so that I can continuously to bring information to you. Not that I'm saying if you do not become a JW Jacquet Perks member that I'll stop giving information. I will never stop giving information, but I would love for you guys to become members of the JW Jacquet Perks membership. Okay, so this is where you get to choose the level, your level of comfort, on how you want to donate to this channel, on how you want to be members to this channel, on how you want to help this channel to move forward. Okay, there's all different levels. There's 3 different levels right here. You get to choose that. All right, now guys, listen, let me get into this. So, which is ways to save for your future and invest in your future. Guys, this is what this is about. This is ways to invest. This is ways to invest into your future. Ways to accumulate funds. Ways to get yourself out of the mud if you are in the mud. Don't get me wrong. Not everybody is at the same pace. Not everybody is exactly where where everyone is. Everybody's at different levels. Everybody is at different pace. I do understand that. I am not saying everyone is at the same level. Great. I know you guys understand that. And if you don't understand that, be sure to comment down below so that I can help you to understand exactly what I am saying. So guys, just as it says, ways to save for your future, invest in your future. That's exactly what it is. And let's start going, and we get into retirement. So retirement, a lot of folks, when it comes to retirement, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions that goes, should I not, what's good, what's not good, or what does it look like, or there's a lot of questions about that. So why don't I get going into telling you guys a little bit about that. Yes, I know you guys seeing there's 401k for those of you that are thinking that, there's pension, those of you that are thinking that, your health care definitely plays a major part and a major role in that. There's life protection, there's income protection. Yes, all those things plays major part into, and each one of them is avenues. Let's start with that. And each one of you guys that think that's the way to go, definitely you are right. There's no such thing as you are wrong. You are right. It's all about putting it together and formulating it right. So guys, let's get going. Let's talk about 401k, which is the first thing that's on top. Retirement, yes, it does consist of having a 401k, but not everybody have a 401k. Not everybody owns a 401k. You got to understand, a 401k is usually for a company that's 100 employees or more, or for corporations. So not everybody that's working have a 401k. Some folks don't have a 401k. It just so happened that their employer does not provide 401k for them. And some folks may not have a pension. So there's all different levels, and we're gonna go into each different one of them, into going into talking about how you could build each one of them. So a 401k is pretty much is very similar to a Roth IRA. They're actually from the same family line. So when you think of retirement, and I'm not telling you just because you have a 401k, if you do have a 401k, that you should not have a Roth IRA. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they are in the same family line. It's like a Chihuahua, which is a dog, and then you have wolf, and then you have a fox. So all these things, all these plays different components into all different things. As you guys can understand what I'm saying. Of course you guys do. You guys are smart folks. You guys are smart people. Of course you guys understand. So here's the one other thing. Is the 401k. What is a 401k? 401k, give me 401k is pretty much it's a vehicle that is used to build your retirement. However, it grows on a tax deferral, meaning that the taxes, the money that's growing in there, you will pay taxes for it once it's matured and once it is taken out. Yes, if the question is, once again, yes, if the question is, if I leave my employer, can I take my 401k retirement benefit with me? Yes, you can. You could take that with you and use another vehicle, which is the Roth IRA, as I mentioned earlier, to put that in there. Just so you guys know, you might hear a slight little noise. I do have my children with me. If you hear a slight noise, sorry about that. I do apologize. So yes, you will be able to take your 401k with you if you leave your employer, move it into a Roth IRA. So you're not stuck with your employer if you decided to leave and you weren't about your 401k. There's many we could talk about that. Leave comment down below. I'll definitely answer questions that you may have. So once again, pension. Here's another one. Pension is created by your employer. It's created by your employer, and half the time it's a matching program. It's a matching program. Don't forget, one thing we got to know: Uncle Sam is not gonna let us go without paying taxes. Everything that you're doing, you either pay for it now or you're gonna pay for it later. So that's the one. That's the one thing. You either pay now or you pay later. Your pension is the same function. It is growing on a tax deferral, so that once you start using it, once you actually turn it on and you ready for retirement and all these things is starting to play. Hopefully by that time that you guys will be speaking to a professional, someone like me, so that I could help and help guide you guys in the right route and the right directions. So, guys, that's the one thing. You will be paying taxes on these things. There's no such thing as a free meal. Everybody pays. You will pay one way or another. Meaning taxes. Taxes, yes, taxes. So that's the one thing. They pretty much works in the same function. They are just not the same thing. Healthcare. I put healthcare under retirement because your health is gonna play a major part. How sick you are, how healthy you are, once you are getting ready to retire. Your life insurance protection, your life, like I said, life protection, that goes a long way. That protects you now as you building your retirement. It also protects you once you are out of the building stage and getting ready to enter into the retirement stage. So don't play with that one, specifically that one, or the 401k, or the pension, or your health. They're all important. So all those things is major key components that plays major part into everything that you will be doing. Income protection. When I say income protection, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about starting from your disability income protection, from the protection from your for your 401k, for your pension, for your health, All these things have different sorts of protections, different sorts of guidelines that you could put to shield and shelter them and protect them. And you have you need to understand that, which is why it's important to work with a professional like myself, so that as we are going through the stages, I'll be able to help you along that way and guide you along that path so that you have a successful retirement. That's the reason behind it, family and friends. Now, you guys get that part. So don't forget, retirements, it involves the 401k. Yes, it involves pensions. It involves your health. It involves protecting your life. It involves protecting your income. There's so many other things that I didn't get to put in there. And, we will get to cover some of them in this video. But don't worry, I will make another video on how to tackle these other parts, these other sections to have a successful retirement. All right. So here's another one: is saving. Saving is important. Banking is important. Let me tell you, when it comes to saving for your future, there's nothing more important, just like the rest of them, when it comes to having the right bank that you know that works for you. There's no such thing as the wrong banks. Every bank is in the marketplace to make money. That's the purpose of a bank. A bank is not being nice and generous to you just because they are nice. Yes, they are nice. They are extremely nice, but they are a business, and business is there to generate revenue. All right. So it's so important to have the right bank. It's so important that to have a bank that's close to you, that you are able to do certain things that's within seconds, within minutes, without costing you so much money. Let's look at this for an example. Direct deposit. When is your direct deposit gonna enter into your account? Is it the next day, the same day at midnight, or is it gonna be 2 days later? And believe me, some banks, it winds up there way after, way later. You have to think about that. And is it gonna enter the day before even payday? So that's something that's important. That's super important. And because reason being, things need to be in place so that when you are setting things up, so that you set things up the right way. When I say the right way, meaning that you know exactly when your direct deposit comes in, when your bills comes out, so that there is no shortage. And believe me, people have shortage. Let me tell you, a lot of folks blame the bank. It's not the bank's job to keep track, to do accounting for you, but it is the bank's job to keep your funding for you and give you an interest on your savings, on your checking of what you are not using. But it's not their job to play accounting for you. That's why back then, that's why back then they used to give us this little accounting check balancing booklet. I don't know if they still do it anymore, being that everybody does things online. So direct deposit is super important. Where is the ATM of this bank? Is it across town? Is there one next to me? Am I going to be able to use one? How far is it? Do I need to use the ATM of the next bank that's right closest to my house, and only because I like this bank I'm dealing with? Now, where is this ATM? That's important, because you do not want to these $3, $4 fees. Sometimes some of them is in $5. That's crazy. Some of them is even $5 that you charging fees and fees, and you're not realizing in a month time you could be spending close to $200 or $150 just spending $3 here, $3 here, or $5 here, $4 here, whatever that your ATM fee is for the other bank that you are using. So that's the other thing. If you use another big ATM, are you going to get charged? And if you get charged, are you going to be reimbursed? And how many times are you allowed to use another bank's ATM? Or is there a banking sector to where these banks specifically, we are allowed to use their ATM? So you need to know these things. One, where's the ATMs? And two, if I use another bank's ATM, am I going to be charged? And if I am charged, is that going to be reimbursed back to me? After all, we are saving. So that's something that's super important. That's crucial. On the saving side, what is the return I'm getting for depositing my money, my savings with you? How much are you gonna give me back? Which is, that's another part into direct deposit. Will they allow you to have split deposits? And can you transfer money easily without going into the bank, from checking to saving? And like I said, what is the what is the ROI? What is the return on investment of you keeping my money? Because if I'm not using my money and you keep it in your savings for me, obviously you as the bank is using my money for whatever the case may be, you are generating additional income. So with that additional income you are generating, how much am I entitled to? So these things you need to know, you have to know when it comes to savings, when it comes to saving for your future, when it comes to retiring, when it comes to building anything and or anything about it. Another thing is, are you using annuities to save for your future? Are you using life insurance? Don't worry, I will make videos on these things for you guys on each individual ones of them when it comes to annuities or life insurance, so that you guys could know how to properly use life insurance in a way of savings, in a way of you utilizing it for your benefit, for the living benefit, not for when you passed away. Are you taking full advantage into an annuity policy? Or what does the contract look like? Is there ceilings? Is there a max? Is there a max cap? Is there what are you looking at? At your life insurance, what is the return of your investment? What are you getting back from that? What is the stipulations if you were stranded and had to use some of that money? What is the stipulation if you had to use some of your annuity money? So these things you need to look at. You need to really look at and really consider and start really paying attention to when we are talking into saving for the future or building a retirement. So these components is super important. So another thing that's important is your necessities. What is it? What kind of necessities do you have? What do you really need and what do you really want? There's no secret way about it. There's no sugarcoating it. It's all about what do I need and what do I want. So here's some of the things that I come up with of needs and wants. So we all could look at, we need to have a house. We need to have somewhere to stay, whether you have a mortgage or whether you're renting. We need a place to stay. There's no secret about it, unless you want to sleep outside and sleep on the floor and be dirty. You need a house. You need a place to stay. You need somewhere to pay rent, or you pay mortgage, so that you could wake up in the morning feeling fresh, and so you could take a shower, smell good, so you could go to work and start generating income. That's what this is about. It's about generating income and doing the right things for you. So those things that you need. Transportation. You see transportation on both sides, meaning that you need transportation so that you could get to work. Right? You guys know that. You need transportation so you can get to work. Or are you taking public transportation? There's a lot of saving there. Of course, it's time consuming. Oh, don't get me wrong on that. It's time consuming, but however, that outside of being time consuming, it's a great way to save. And some people likes that idea. There's nothing wrong with that idea. Are you using public transportation or are you using your own transportation? Insurance. Reason why insurance is a need, a lot of folks don't look at it as a need. Insurance is a need. Let's start from renting. If you are renting, you should not go without having homeowners renters. Owners renters. I made that same mistake again. Rental insurance, rental insurance. You should not go without having rental insurance. Reason being, if the place you are renting, let's just say the worst case scenario, caught on fire, you need somebody that's going to replace what you had. Meaning your furniture, your clothing, your microwaves, your TVs, and your suitcases, your, $3 billion gold watch that you had in there, and the 60 rings that you had, and 100 sport jackets. You're gonna need somebody to replace that, which is why you paying a premium for insurance. Now, if there's water damage, you need your insurance to pay for that. Guys, listen, take advantage of everything that you can, because that's why you put those things in place so that you could sleep comfortably. Now, if you have a mortgage, don't go another day. Well, if you have a mortgage, you have to have homeowners insurance. You have to have it. You need a homeowners insurance. So homeowners insurance is there as a protection. So it's it's one great thing to have. Do not make the mistake of saying that you do not need insurance. That is the biggest lie you could tell yourself. Now, outside of those things, why insurance is important, Your car insurance, you need to look at that. How could you save from your car insurance? Comment down below. Hopefully that we'll get to talking, and I'll show you guys some ways that you could definitely save some dollars into your car insurance. Now, don't forget to comment down below. So here's another one, guys. Your life insurance. Is your life insurance in place? Are you using your life insurance in the need for your retirement? Are you using your life insurance for the need for your children's college? Are you using your life insurance for your mortgage? Are you using your life insurance for your death? Yes, all that takes into play. Are you using your life insurance for utilities down the road? Are you using your life insurance in the way of investment for down the road in your future? And food, of course, you guys know we all need food. Who doesn't need food? I know I need food. That's the only way that we could stay alive. We could stay moving, motivated, and with energy, full and bouncing everywhere. Now, on the other side of need, we have want. Of course, want is something that you don't need. You just want it because your friends have it, because you feel that's gonna make you feel better. You feel that's by you having that, you gonna feel on a different class. So that's why transportation is on there again. Are you looking to get a Rolls Royce when you know that you should be having, a BMW? You should be having a Toyota Corolla. You should be having a Nissan Pathfinder, or you should be on the bus, on the public bus. But instead of that, you want a high-end vehicle to show to everybody. Entertainment. Are you going out to the movies every week or twice a week, 3 times a week, when you could have Netflix, when you could have Hulu, when you could have all these other different methods, when you have a YouTube? Are you utilizing all these things? So all these things is ways for you to start looking at entertainment as a way for you to save. It's a want, it's not a need. Of course, you guys, I hope you guys could agree to that and see the light and see what I'm saying. Now, are you going out with your friends to dinner and doing all sorts of things? And I'm not telling you don't go out with your friends, but if that's something that's a want for you and it's causing you problem, you should pull the emergency brake on that. Stop doing it. That's what that is. And of course, the last one, you want to be like the Joneses. Do you want to be like all the everybody else? And when that's not your category. Don't get me wrong. We all have our own different categories. We all, not that I'm saying everybody's not is not human. We all human, but which is why I'm saying that we all have different categories. So now outside of that, we have emergency funding. Emergency funding, emergency saving, one of the same thing. Are you saving 3 to 6 months or 1 to 2 years of saving? Is that what you have? Do you have more than one saving accounts? Are you paying your tithe? Are you paying your tithe at church? Are you a church going person? Not everybody is not, and I'm not judging anybody if you are, if you're not, but I'm gonna tell you the different reason why that those things are important. 3 to 6 months of saving, if something were to ever happen, like look at what happened with this COVID. 3 to 6 months of saving will save you some 3 to 6 months of aggravation. A year to 2 years of saving will save you 1 to 2 years of aggravation, to where you're living comfortably for that 1 to 2 years of emergency saving. And emergency saving meaning that you still have other savings, you still have your retirement going, you have everything else going, but these are just emergency. That's just emergency saving. That money, free money. Let's call it free radicals. It's just a free radical that's out there, money that you really don't need, that just been sitting on the side, and now you feel like you want to dip into it, take a few dollars here and there, and everything is still moving fine for you. So now you're utilizing that. And when I say, do you have more than one saving? Do you have more than one saving account? It's important to have more than one saving account. Because while this one is growing, let that one grow too. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly an awesome method to have two more than one saving account. Are you paying your tithe at church? Meaning that if something were to go wrong, is your church one of those churches that's gonna be there to support you, that's gonna back you up? Don't get me wrong, guys. I know there's a lot of churches out there. All they do is collect tithes and they don't care about their members. I'm very well aware of that, which is why I know a lot of folks don't do the church thing. A lot of folks don't go to church because of that. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Not every church is the same. Some churches are there specifically, for their members. They love their members. They love helping out their members. And their members love paying their tithes and offering because they know when the push comes to shove, their church is going to be there. That's something you have to discuss with your pastor. I'm not here to preach. I don't want to get into preaching. I don't want to cross bridge, between church and saving and retirement, because there might be some demons in there that you guys don't want to come out, and and there might be some cross thoughts that might go through your brains that I don't want to be the person responsible for something like that. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get off that topic in a second. I'm gonna get off that topic. As you guys can see, I'm laughing and smiling about that because I know it's the truth. There's some demons that's in there when it comes to the church and tithes and savings and all that stuff. So we're gonna get off that topic. So, but guys, are you saving? I'm sorry. Are you saving? Are you having an emergency saving fund available for yourself and your family? Is that there? And if that's not there, you need for that to be there. All right, you just need for that to be there, because that's gonna save you. Whatever savings you have is gonna give you that peace of mind, that quiet mind of that length of time of saving. So, guys, now let's get into depth a little bit. A lot of folks love to use credit card and not realizing the side effect about it. It's like having a bucket of water, right? You have a bucket of water in front of you, and your goal is to remove the water from that bucket and throw it outside. In the meantime, you are using a small cup. So rather throwing the water outside, you have another bucket sitting inside that bucket, a little smaller, so you could carry it without dripping it and bring it outside and dump it outside. However, that a second bucket has major holes down the bottom, can't even hold water at all. So you take that cup, you're filling the other bucket. But the water stays level and constant. And you notice that each time you lift the bucket, however, this bucket is not containing any water. That's because there's a hole. There's holes down at the bottom. Same thing with credit card. If you're paying 20% interest rate, 19%, 15%, 16%, it's time for you to start realizing you are climbing yourself down the hole into debt, and you don't want to be in that state. And guys, there's different methods into getting out of debt and stop using credit cards and start to eliminate debts. And those are proven to be working, and I've used them myself, so they are effective. The one thing I'll tell you, the avalanche method is very effective. So one thing to do is to look at your highest interest rate and start tackling down it from there and all the way down to your lowest. Or you could look at your lowest interest but the highest bill, and then you start taking it down that way. Either way you do it is perfectly fine. The thing you don't want is to be in debt. Debt is a monster. Debt will cause you to be dry to where you cannot move forward. So you need to be debt free. So self-accomplishment. Self-accomplishment is great. That's what self-accomplishment is great. And here's why I'm telling you self-accomplishment is great. If you are self-accomplishing savings, that means you know you are making effort and things are going well. Meaning that you have your life insurance for you and your family. You have some investments. You have some money market. You have your personal savings, which is checking savings. You have additional savings out there. You have some certificate of deposit in the bank. You have some annuities. Meaning that life is good at this point. That's when you know everything is moving perfectly. You know, when you sleep, you are making money. When you are breathing, you are making money. When you are awake, you are making money. No matter what you do, you are making money no matter what. That's why self-accomplishment is great. And that gives you the feeling that you will never have before. Now, investing for you, for yourself and your family needs is the best thing that you could possibly do once you are at that point. Meaning that buy yourself some real estate, start investing into real estate, invest into life insurance, invest into rich stocks and bonds. You know, don't stop there. Invest in annuity, invest into protecting your income, invest into protecting all these things. Let me tell you what's that gonna do for you. If you invest into real estate, that what's that gonna do for you is create a early retirement for yourself, for you and your family. If you invest into life insurance, that's gonna create early retirement for you and your family. If you invest into rich, what's that gonna do is create early retirement for you and your family, or stocks or bonds. And let me tell you the different component of that, so that you could see what I'm saying. This is not just words, this is reality. This is real life, this is reality. If you invest into real estate, right? If you invest into real estate, that what's that going to do for you is going to start to generate for you passive income. You are going to start to have passive income, meaning that you are going to start collecting rent from those rents that you get to use and do other investments. So that's the idea behind that. Now, life insurance. If you invest into life insurance, listen, you are golden. Not only that, you'll be able to use this funding possibly tax free at all times. You just got to know how to do it, and not every company is the same. Let me say that too. Not every company is the same. So if you invest into life insurance, now you're taking care of any mortgage, any house problems you might have in the future, kids, college, or anything like that, your retirement. You're taking care of so many different things at once without even realizing how much you are doing. If you invest into rich is another way of investing into real estate, which is, it's pretty much similar to the stock market, but except it's real estate. You know, if you invest into the stock market, of course, you know, with stocks you get dividends, with bonds you get interest payment. Hopefully, you guys, if you guys don't know the difference between the two, you know, with stocks you get dividend, with bonds you get interest payment. Comment down below so that I could definitely let you guys know how these things function and how they operate. So listen, guys, I would love to answer some more questions for you guys. I would really, really love to. And the only way that's going to happen is by you commenting down below so I could help you guys through the process of that. I want to know how, what you're going through so I could help you, or how I could best help you. So what you would like to learn about and things you would like to hear about, and not just hear, and how to implement them in your life. Comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what's going on so I can help you guys out. Once again, I am Jean Jacquet, and you're watching this on JW Jacquet's channel. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Don't forget to join the membership program, JW Jacquet membership perks program. And I'll look forward to you guys commenting, and I definitely will see you guys soon.